We are here to get educated and schooled with the amazing Stephanie!
Hello.
I say that because you're an educator and you used
Yes.
to work in schools.
Yes.
So did you get the reference?
I did.
Good, I'm so glad. Yes, yes.
Got it.
Welcome. I'm so happy to spotlight you. I feel like
you.
you are truly one of the pillars of
Aw.
what was Berkeley Improv and is now Provocation Theater. Like, you've been doing it longer than I feel like I've even been doing it. So can we hear more about how you found us, like your journey, your performance life?
I found you all on the internet like a year and a half ago. When I was a lot younger, I did acting.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be a actress and a rock star and all those good things. And I gave that up a long time ago in high school when I thought that pursuing that career meant either I'd be bombarded by the paparazzi or a broke waitress in LA, and there was no in between.
Yeah.
So I pursued other things like education. And since 2017, I've been working remote jobs. I've been working on curriculum remotely. And after the pandemic, I lost all my social skills. So,
Me too.
like many people,
Yes.
I lost all my social skills. And so I was just kind of like, you know what? I need adult interaction, friendships, you know, and I also thought it'd be good to pick up a hobby. And somehow I landed on improv, you know, because it's like acting, but I don't have to memorize a script, which was the worst part of theater, was memorizing a script. I have a terrible memory, and improv just seemed like the right way to go. So, you know, went on Google and found, you know, Berkeley Improv, and it was close. I live in Richmond, it was close to there, so it's like, all right, let me check this out, take a class, you know, figure it out. If I hate it, I won't come back, but I've been back for like a year and a half now, so obviously didn't hate it.
Jury's still out.
Yeah.
So it's been a blast.
It's because you've been in that 301 journey where you're the constant repeater. I know it's a 301 season because I see your email come through. You've signed up again. You perform, right? Are you like harnessing your inner rock star? Like, why? What is it about being able to be on stage and like sitting in that space and taking another class? Like, what is in that for you?
I mean, it's just like an opportunity to play pretend in like a very safe, comfortable place with people I know who are going to be awesome. Yeah. And like when, you know, it's funny, we have pleasantries at my work, and the last pleasantry we had was like, what's a great piece of advice you got? And I told them a piece of advice that I got that I really liked was advice I gave myself as a kid, and that was never lose your imagination. And, you know, I saw adults around me, they didn't seem very happy or having fun, and they also didn't seem very imaginative. So I put those things together, and I was like, don't forget your imagination. And here I am now, as an adult, not miserable, because I didn't forget my imagination. I mean, to some extent miserable, because, you know.
Life.
Yes.
Capitalism.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
But overall, you know, I'm able to enjoy things because I didn't forget my imagination, and I have a very awesome, safe, wonderful, beautiful place to express that and explore that imagination. And it's really helped me just in my own thoughts and in my own like self-confidence too, in interacting with people. It's so much fun.
Can you speak to that a little bit more, especially maybe for those that are still feeling that effect of the pandemic, effect of being at home, or maybe they're still remote and they are not wanting to step into that space? How did you make that jump, and how does it feel to step forward, and maybe cracks along the way? Like,
well, that's the beauty about taking a class, is it's so low risk because you're learning. You're there to learn. So if you don't know something, you're not supposed to. You know, you're supposed to learn it.
Can you say that again?
Yeah.
For everyone's inner critic that thinks,
You're not supposed to know it yet. That's why you're in a class. And the teachers have all been awesome. You know, great feedback, great lessons. But also with improv, you're not supposed to know it. You make it up as you go. So it's taking a class makes it really low risk but very high reward. To me.
You bring such a grounded confidence in all the shows that I've seen you in. It's like, it seems like nothing will faze you. Have you ever had anything faze you?
Oh yes, absolutely.
Oh, I never noticed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a human being. Of course, things faze me. You know, you're very much conditioned to put up a front that things don't faze you. You don't have negative emotions. And like I've lived through a lot of life kind of having to pretend, you know, like to get on like a deep personal level, like I've suffered with anxiety and depression most of my life. And so it's very much, you're not allowed to have those emotions. So luckily I've had very like supportive friends and family and therapy. And you learn that like, no, it's okay to be sad. And that's like one of the most profound things a therapist ever said to me was, it's okay to be sad. And just like it's okay to be sad, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to have emotions, and it's okay to express them, and you need to know healthy ways to do that. And I forgot where this question started. But phase, like what phases me? So like a lot of things phase me, and like I think one big thing that like really gets to me is myself, my inner critic. And to do improv, you can't be saying no to yourself all the time. You can't be saying no to everybody else, and you can't be saying no to yourself. So you have to just go for it. You just have to, what if I didn't say no to this? And improv is just like a beautiful place to explore that what if I didn't say no feeling. So you can kind of translate that to real life, you know? Like I'll be in a conversation or in a group setting with people that I'm like kind of like shy and introverted in. I'll be like, well, what if I did bring up that story? You know, they're talking about this topic now. I do have a funny story about that. What if I did just tell them that? And you do, and they laugh, and you get closer as friends, you know, and it's beautiful. It's wonderful.
That is a delight.
I feel like you're speaking so much to the experience of an improv class, and it just like is so inspiring to hear it from your perspective, because I hear so many students share that exact same reflection, that they try something and they get it wrong, or it doesn't feel right. And it's like 99% of our lives we're conditioned to say no, put up walls, right? So the invitation just to like play a little bit more, say yes, and then hopefully feel those good feelings where it's like, I got out, I tried it, and like the failing is part of that process.
I think that's part of why I got into education. I actually hated high school, which is why I became a high school teacher, because schooling in this country, at least, very much teaches you do not fail. Failing is bad.
So true.
But how do you learn if you don't fail? You have to try, fail, learn. So that's kind of like part of my like classroom philosophy as a teacher or as a student.
Dang, man, you're throwing down some deep stuff. It is.
It's like
It's
I
hitting
feel like
home for me. That is my life philosophy, truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like we're calling out to those who are like, if you feel like you would hate this, come.
Yeah.
Maybe you won't.
All you can do is fail, and then you'll learn.
Asa has a couple of improv questions for you. We're going to put you on the spot,
All right.
Stephanie. Yes.
Here we
Yes.
go.
Everybody has that, you know, when you come into the scene, you're always like, Joe, who works at the store. You always come in the same way. Who's your person? When you always come in, what's their name? What do they do? What's their vibe?
Oh, God, I hate names. I'm so bad. I don't remember people's names in real life. In creative writing, the worst part of creative writing was coming up with character names. Man, who? You know, I think it's different every time. I'm pulling from different characters in the world. I'm pulling from different characters I've seen and experienced. I'm pulling from, you know, even if I'm the first one to say something, I'm pulling from what happened that day even, you know. I don't think I have a consistent answer to that. But, you know, to be honest, a lot of the names I think I do pull from are very generic, like Joe or Craig. I think Craig and Greg are some good ones that I really like.
Always just Greg.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just say Reg sometime.
Mix it up. Mix it up. Lovely, lovely. Okay, let's see. For the rest of your life, you can only ever stop. For the rest of your life, you can only ever play low status characters or high status characters. Which do you choose?
That's tough for a few reasons. Ones that I can come up with right now are that I do like low status characters because you need that to support other people on stage, and I do love supporting other people on stage. But at the same time, I feel like high status characters, at least the way I'm interpreting this term, I feel like might have bigger emotions.
Interesting. That's what you thought.
And that's fun too. So I don't know if I can pick.
Difficult choice.
Yeah.
You're either the gremlin that just crawled out of the sewer or the prince sitting in the chair.
Oh.
Rest of your life. What do you do?
I'm gonna be that prince.
That's what I'm talking
I'm gonna be that prince.
Love that.
Heck yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Stand in your truth.
Yeah. You know, and you know what? I'm gonna invite the gremlin over.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Yeah.
go. Break down the barriers.
Yeah.
That's entirely.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, he can be my homie.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, your royalty. If we were to find you outside of the improv classroom, improv stage, where else do you spend your time? Passions, hobbies, joys?
Karaoke.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
I love karaoke. I'm half Filipino. It's in my blood. We love karaoke. Anytime, any place. Let's go.
Mhm.
My house. Every party ends in karaoke. I do karaoke at Spats on Thursdays sometimes. So you can find me there. Otherwise, I'm probably at home watching anime.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Probably at home watching anime or attempting to cosplay at a convention.
What's the most
another-
recent cosplay you did?
Oh gosh, the most recent cosplay I did was probably a frilly skirt version of Rogue from X-Men
Nice.
at Fan Expo in San Francisco.
Very cool.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Very creative, very fun.
So much creativity going on here. I love it. I love these little like inner details.
Don't forget your imagination.
Yes,
Yes.
true that.
Thank you so much for sitting down with us, Stephanie.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Wonderful.